On my count. 3, 2, 1.
From space directly to a horse training round pen somewhere on the planet. Hello and welcome, Bond fans, hopefully tuning in from everywhere across the globe on this 25th of May 2019, which also happens to be my birthday. And I'm probably sitting somewhere with friends enjoying this live launch, as well as you hopefully do. Hi Bella, this is Bella, the trotter. You'll see more of her later. More carrots, more horses. Yes, that is what I do. This special presentation will take you through what we are planning in the next couple of months. So it's terribly exciting. So please enjoy. I'm Benjamin Lind, editor of the Bond Bulletin. Welcome to Germany.
Yes, Germany. Land of the Bratwurst, beer, Oktoberfest and Autobahn. We have the most beautiful castles, churches, lakes, opera houses, villages, and foggy roads with graves. We have twice won the Eurovision Song Contest, 4 times the Football World Cup, and have the most beautiful chancellor steering our political fate.
Ach du lieber Gott.
I live in the city of Brunswick, in Lower Saxony.
Where I am on the rooftop platform of Brunswick Palace, with the ancient goddess Brunonia right behind me. This is the biggest quadriga statue in Europe. Fun fact, even bigger than the one on Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. And from up here you have a lovely view over the city of Brunswick, and I'm now going to tell you what this live launch is all about. Many of you might know me from my website, thebondbulletin.com, or we have even met at some event somewhere on the planet. I became a Bond fan in 1995, but it took until 2012, 2013 that I really became active in the Bond world and launched the Bond Bulletin as a blog. It started on Blogspot, which pretty rapidly became a bit unprofessional, so I switched to a .com address and updated the design a bit. And in recent months, I have to say, I found out that I had problems with finding new content to write about, especially the build-up to Bond 25, which is now filming in Jamaica, thank God. So there is something to write about, but before that, I found it really difficult to keep the site alive. I tell it to you as it is. So a funny thing happened. The other day I was watching a live stream by David Zaritsky of the Bond Experience. Hello to you if you're watching, and thank you, because you were really the stepping stone, the initial spark for me to say the Bond Bulletin will go to YouTube. That is what we are launching today. There will be a YouTube channel. The website will not disappear, it's very important. The YouTube channel will be an add-on feature where I will mix old content that I have already filmed, but which is just in the archive doing nothing, and new content. Now, you're quite rightly in asking the question, why is he filming that on the palace of the city where he lives, and why is he showing so much of his private life? Because I have a very busy schedule and I need to integrate this YouTube thing somehow into my daily life. So you will see me during my daily activities speaking about Bond. There will be special features like Q&As. I will answer your questions in videos that I do from time to time. But I really feel it is important that these videos have a soul. So let's go to the city. I want to show you where I live because I want these videos to be personal. I want you to have a connection to me, and the best way to do that is to show you around the place where I live. And the city of Brunswick actually has a lot of connections to Bond, so stay tuned and you will find out all about it. Come along. This is City Hall, where I took a picture with Bond director John Glenn when he was here in 2017.
From the neo-Gothic City Hall and its impressive 61-metre high tower, we make our way across the street to the historic centre of Brunswick, Castle Square and the Old Castle, built by Henry the Lion in 1175. The medieval square is surrounded by historic, richly decorated buildings with half-timbered facades, but the real focus point is the lion sculpture in the centre. Erected in 1166 and then originally plated with gold, the Romanesque sculpture was a depiction of Henry the Lion's power and jurisdiction, and it became the symbol of the city of Brunswick. The castle as it stands today was completely rebuilt from 1887 to 1906 after severe fire damage. And the castle, the square with its famous bronze lion, and the City Hall were prominently featured in Tommy Wirkola's 2013 fantasy horror film Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, with former Bond girls Gemma Arterton and Famke Janssen both starring in the film.
I've done this tour with a couple of people, namely John Glenn, Caroline Munro, Martine Beswick and Corinne Cleary, and I am now on the Old City Market. So every Wednesday this becomes a marketplace for the farmers selling their produce, and it's pretty much still medieval. Behind me is the Old City Hall, built in 1250, the West Wing, and then extended in the 14th century, and you see the Gothic influence that we have there. And it was finished in the 16th century. A word about what I actually do as a job. I am an English teacher. I'm a private teacher, self-employed, which means I visit my students at home and teach them there. I teach class 7 to 13 in the German school system, and also adults. So this takes the most time of my week, and I go out and about the city with the buses, and it's a great job. I can do it until I'm really old. What is really great about this job is I work with kids who often are so bright, and some of them have a hard time learning the English language. One is actually in the school I'm going past now. Tina, if you're seeing that, it's your school. I have 16 students at the moment, and they are all great. Rarely do I have to lose my temper in any way.
Who? Which is for things. How many times do I have to tell you that?
In between students, I like to visit my most favorite shop in the city whenever I feel like a posh cup of tea, because I'm a bit posh.
Hi there.
Hi there. Can one get a decent cup of tea here?
Of course you can.
Brilliant. Oh, perfect. And the shop actually has a Bond connection. You wouldn't believe. But 2 Bond girls were here in 2016, and we have a picture of them. Look here. Caroline Munro and Martine Beswick.
On top of my job as being an English teacher, I occasionally do some voiceover work for small ads or audiobooks, audio dramas.
Take care how you cut yourself. It is more dangerous than you think in this country.
Singing, which is a great passion of mine and good stress reliever, and many people tell me I do a quite decent job. Judge for yourself.
Could I repeat that sweetest story told? Could I entreat? Would it be too bold? Should I reveal exactly how I feel? Should I confess I love you and swear by stars above you? Should I confess I love you?
I sat down and thought about some rules for the YouTube channel, because nothing works without rules. And one of the most important ones will be comments will be turned off. Why? Because I don't want people to express their hate in comments, either towards me or towards other people commenting. It somehow stops a discussion from happening, yes, but I think it would be much better for the people just to enjoy the videos as they are. They can start a discussion on Facebook or whatever, but I think it is better to turn it off. Spares everybody the bother. Another important factor for me is frequency. Please don't expect videos to arrive daily or even weekly. For the time being, I regard this YouTube thing as an experiment because I have a very busy schedule during the week. I teach English, I train horses, do a few things here and there that keep me very busy. And everybody who has worked with video editing, separate sound sources and things like that knows that delivering a good quality video takes time. And I want to deliver great content for you guys. So I just need to take the time to make it look good. And often it is very difficult to make that time. So please be patient with me. There is a lot of old video material that I have. Good material, not really old. So the YouTube channel will be a mix of old and new content. Wherever I can go with my camera, events and whatnot, I will try to cover for you and deliver that great quality I was just talking about. So I treat this YouTube thing as an experiment. Whenever I have the time, I will release new content and hope it works. God, this house drives me nuts. And as if the world wasn't big enough, I managed to end up living in the same city as Germany's first and foremost James Bond expert. Let's pay him a visit, see how good he really is.
Pinkeln kann man hier.
Morgenstern!
Ja, bitte? Grüß dich. Was machst du da?
In what Bond film did Bond fire the most shots?
In Skyfall. 45 shots.
Damn, he's
It's the
good.
work of Rico Royale.
Really?
He find it out, yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Come in.
Danny Morgenstern, Germany's first and foremost James Bond expert.
He has written 12 books on Bond.
That's right.
12.
Yeah.
And I read
11. The 12th is coming.
Oh, the 12th is going. Oh, you don't count XXL because
copy?
it's 2
Yeah.
lexicas. And I have read absolutely none of them.
When Danny launched his event series in 2012 with Dr. No, it was such a huge success that the film had to be screened in 2 cinemas 15 minutes apart. Throughout the years, we have built up this event so that hundreds of Bond fans attended, have fun, enjoy an anniversary of Bond, like we have now every 2 years, but we celebrate it every year. And this year it's going to be the birthday of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 50 years. And one of our star guests I can announce to you right now, so it's a premiere. And he shares his last name with one of these guys. Can you guess who it is? And if you're watching, we are happy to host you in Brunswick. His name is Lyons, Derek Lyons. And he will be bringing along a special guest. And I won't tell you who it is, so you have to wait a bit. Of course, I will not be doing the videos all on my own. You just met Danny. He will make a frequent appearance. And of course, my very good friend from Switzerland, Yannick Zenhäusen, who will also provide all of the music for the videos. Hi, Yannick.
Hello Benjamin, hello Bond community. Welcome to this launch video. I'm very excited to watch this and I'm even more excited for everything that's going to come.
Yes, thank you, Yannick, for being part of this live launch. And we have worked together in the past on many, many projects, and I really love and cherish your work. We talk a lot about Bond music, about the Bond films in general, and we Skype regularly. So what can you bring to our little YouTube experiment? What are we going to talk about in the future?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me, and thank you for asking me to be with you again, to work with you again, because I've always enjoyed that in the past. And I think or at least you've come up with some great things that are always very inspiring. And I'm really looking forward to doing, doing the scores for your videos that you come up with, because the good thing with your productions always has been that it was always inspiring. I never had a part or anything where I was uncertain, and then we could, or even if it was minor things, we could clear it up. And I'm really looking forward to doing this and to doing more music and Bond music in general, Bond-inspired music now.
Yeah, so much praise. I don't really know what to say. But your first Bond was GoldenEye, right?
Yes.
Same as me. So we are probably stumbling again, going to talk about GoldenEye a lot. And the new GoldenEye 25. What is that all about? In short, don't give away too much.
Okay, it's going to be I'm not certain about the word. It's going to be a remaster or a revamp of the original GoldenEye game that came out for Nintendo 64. It's going to be released in 2022, and I'm in charge for the sound effects and the score again. And yeah, it's going to be the single player mode of the original GoldenEye game, and it's just going to be amazing. I know it.
That's really great. So I'm looking forward to that, actually, to play it actually
Me too,
on a modern day computer. That's the really fascinating thing about it. And the Bond Bulletin has, as I understand it, the exclusive on the story covering the game and the release. So in the upcoming videos, I'm pretty sure we're going to be speaking about that. And everybody who will view us together, now you have a split screen probably, you will see there is a lot of humor going on, because we're quite funny people, aren't we?
Crazy people.
Yeah, crazy people. And actually, you're coming to visit me in August, so we're going to do a few videos there.
Oh yeah, we just have to edit out all the swearing, right?
All the swearing, all the mishaps, but we get an outtake reel. That's basically what we get.
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually, I have a lot of footage of us together, which I will throw on YouTube just to bug you.
Oh god.
You remember that piano session we did?
Yeah, vaguely, but the pictures you sent me as a preview, they just they brought back the memories. Yes.
Yeah, you will be happy to hear that I still have all the original footage and the full song that we did together.
Oh god, no.
Yes. And I don't know where I can build that in, but maybe we can throw it in to a video when we speak about Bond music. That would be something.
Oh, just randomly somewhere when we're talking about Bond 25, just throw it in there in the middle.
Yeah, okay, of course. There's Bond 25 to talk about, and Daniel Craig. I know you're not a big fan, but bit by bit we will take that apart in the upcoming videos. Not everything now, because we have to move on in the launch video. So, Yannick, thank you very much for being part of that. I'm really looking forward to make this thing successful together with you. Thank you for, being part of it.
Likewise, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You will also occasionally meet some friends from the James Bond Club Germany, of which I was a founding member in 2014 and hold a position in the executive committee as an advisor. So you will be seeing a lot of familiar faces like Wolfgang Thürau, Andreas Pott, and all of these familiar faces. That's the Bond location right there. Eon Productions, if you're watching. By the way, it's probably a bit late, but if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I will look through everything you wrote later today and pick something out for a Q&A video that I will do at a later stage. God, is that the time? Whoa, I need to hurry. I need a change. You must be thinking, what does this guy actually do to calm down and relax from everything he's doing? Well, I'm going to show you. I relax in a very special place 5 days a week, and I'm going to take you there now. And we're back in the horse training round pen, where the video began. This is where I spend my relaxation time. Why? Because I learned how to ride and train horses when I was 12, and this is something like bond. It stays with you for the rest of your life. You can never really let it go. And these animals are perfect for you to calm down, because horses communicate strictly through body language. So there is very little speaking here when I work with, like, Bella, the trotter. Horses can teach us a very, very important lesson that I want to convey to you. Horses live in the moment, which means they don't care what happened yesterday. They don't care what happens tomorrow. Only what happens right now in this very moment when I'm doing this video for you. That's what counts for these animals. And that is something I admire very much. And some of us should maybe adopt this way of thinking, this mindset that these animals have. And on top of that, horses always give you their true feelings. They are honest. There is no deceit, no lies, no funny business, never. They show you when they're stressed, they show you when they are afraid, and they show you when they are bored. Pretty much every emotion that we humans know, they can show you as well. But since it is strictly based on body language, you have to see them. It's about the eyes, it's about the ears, the movement. So learning how to read these animals is a daunting task, but I think I can do it pretty well. Right now at the moment, Bella is curious. She doesn't really have an idea what I'm doing here, why I'm walking somewhere where she is not, and I allow her to just stand around, because normally she has to go on a circle, train a bit for the muscles and stuff. But she's a very kind horse, and a horse that really wants to show us humans what she can do. For example, I taught her just a couple of days ago a Spanish step, which means she lifts her front leg left and right on command, and then she gets a treat for it. I could show you. Hopefully she does it. Good. Come on. Oh, Bella. We don't always go slow. We can also go pretty fast. Come on. Come. Come on. Good girl. And stop. Hey, good girl. Well done. Great. Yes, you get a treat for that, don't you? You get a treat, yeah. Come on. Here you go. Oh, you love that. Bella is really a kind horse, because she follows you around, and that is true emotion, because she wants to stay with me, and I really love that, because she shows me her appreciation that way. Don't you, Bella? There simply, literally, on this earth is nothing better than relaxing in the presence of such grace and beauty, and that's why it is perfect for me. Actually, Bond was on a horse a couple of times, wasn't he, Bella? Yes, he was. And we will do a separate video on that. Bond and horse riding. Would be interesting to explore. Yes, you're a good girl. Good girl. Oof, back home again. Well, now that you got a little insight into my daily activities, the only thing left for me to do is to whet your appetite on what to expect on this channel in the upcoming days and weeks. In just 6 days, I will be leaving for beautiful Switzerland to attend the 50th anniversary celebrations of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, together with many Bond fans from across the globe and an impressive lineup of guest stars on Schildhorn Summit, including Agent 007 himself. With my cameras, I will try to take you right into the action and maybe even broadcast live from 2,970 meters height. However, I cannot upload the material until after June the 6th because my group and I will be traveling to Innsbruck, Sölden and Munich, so I need some time to edit and upload for you guys. Not to worry, you will be able to check out the very first video interview I did with a certain Bond fan from faraway Argentina, which will be going live tomorrow. And on May 29th, there will be the feature program premiere of the Swiss Connection, something I won't tell you much about, but definitely check it out. It's going to be fun to watch. With that being said, I thank you for watching and certainly hope you will be back for more. If you'd like to be notified of new content added to this channel, hit the subscribe button. And otherwise, there's no point in living if you can't feel alive. I'm Benjamin Lind, editor of the Bond Bulletin, and certainly hope to see you soon.